Have you ever wondered what actually happens the very millisecond after you take your last breath? It is the single biggest question human beings will ever ask. Because of that, there is no shortage of wild ideas out there. We hear stories of bright tunnels, out-of-body experiences, and Hollywood movies showing souls wandering around as ghosts. But when we strip away the speculation and open the Bible, what does the text actually say happens to a believer the moment they close their eyes for the last time? The truth is incredibly comforting, but it might be completely different from what you have been told. To understand this, we have to look at how the Bible describes the transition from this life to the next. For a follower of Jesus, death is never described as an ending. Instead, it is described as a simple change of address. Think about how we view death today. We often see it as a dark, terrifying cliff that we get pushed off of. But the New Testament presents a totally different picture. The Apostle Paul wrote a famous line that has brought deep comfort to millions of people for centuries. He wrote that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Notice the speed of that statement. It doesn't say we wait. It doesn't say we get lost. Many Bible scholars believe this means there is no delay, no long waiting room, and no dark void. The very instant a believer's physical body stops working, their soul is immediately in the active, conscious, and peaceful presence of Jesus. Imagine closing your eyes in a world of sickness, pain, and worry, and opening them a fraction of a second later to see the face of your Savior. There is no travel time. There is no transition period. You are just home. But this is where a lot of Christians start to ask questions. If our souls go straight to heaven, then why does the Bible also talk so much about a future day when the dead will rise? How do those two things fit together? This is actually a topic where sincere Christians throughout history have held slightly different views, and the Bible gives us a few beautiful ways to look at it. Some Bible scholars believe in what is often called soul sleep. They point to verses where the Bible describes death as falling asleep. In this view, when a person dies, they enter a state of peaceful, unconscious rest. They aren't lonely, and they aren't suffering. They are completely safe, waiting for the day when Jesus returns to wake everyone up at the final resurrection. If this view is correct, death is like the best night of sleep you have ever had. To the person who died, it would feel completely instantaneous. You close your eyes, and the very next millisecond you wake up to the sound of the trumpet, completely restored. Other scholars believe in a conscious intermediate state. In this view, our physical bodies sleep in the ground, but our conscious spirits go immediately to be with God in heaven. We are fully awake, fully aware, and enjoying God's presence, while simply waiting for the final day when our souls and our brand new physical, glorified bodies will be reunited. Whichever of these views you hold, the ultimate promise of the Bible remains exactly the same. The moment you die, your struggle with pain, sin, and sorrow is permanently over. The fight is finished, and you are secure. But there is an even bigger hope in the Bible that many people completely miss because they stop reading too early. We often think the ultimate goal of the Christian life is to escape the earth and float away on a cloud as a ghost forever. We picture heaven as a giant, boring cloud where we play harps for eternity. But that is not what the Bible promises at all. God's ultimate plan is not for us to live as disembodied spirits in the sky. It is a physical resurrection. Think about Jesus after he rose from the dead. He wasn't a ghost. He had a real physical body. He walked on the road, he talked with his friends, and he even ate fish on the beach. He was fully physical, yet completely perfect and unbreakable. The Bible promises that what happened to Jesus is exactly what is going to happen to you. God is not going to abandon the physical world he created. His ultimate plan is to bring heaven down to a restored, perfect, and beautiful new earth. On that day, you will receive a physical body that will never get sick, never get tired, never age, and never die. You will walk, eat, laugh, work, and worship in a perfect world, living face to face with the God who made you. This completely changes how we live our lives today. It means death is not something we have to spend our lives fearing. If you are a follower of Jesus, death has officially lost its sting. The grave is not a trap, it is just a doorway. You don't have to worry about the dark, the unknown, or what happens when your physical body grows weak. Your future is already completely secure in the hands of the one who walked out of the grave. Here is your one powerful takeaway for today. Because Jesus conquered death, your worst-case scenario in this life actually leads to your best possible reality. You can let go of the anxiety, the fear of the future, and the dread of the unknown. Live your life with boldness today, knowing that the God who holds eternity is holding your hand right now. If you want more simple, visual guides to grow your faith and fix your daily spiritual struggles, make sure to subscribe. Keep your eyes on the King. God bless you.